folks, wish us ye up here in New Hampshire today. We have got a Gen 4 Glock 17. As many of you know, I'm a big fan of Glock pistols. I own several and have shot them for years and years. Good friend of mine, Ron, recently purchased this Glock 17, and I have not had a chance to shoot it at any great deal, so I thought this would be a great chance to do a video review on it and talk about some of the differences between this gun and the Glock 17 Gen 3, which I also brought along. So we're going to contrast and compare. One of the things that you'll notice right away is they've reduced the frame size just a bit. It's just minuscule amount, but that and the added pebble texture gives the gun just a better feel, for me at least in my hand, than my Gen 3 version, which does not have that pebble texture. And the frame of this feels just a tad narrower. I mean, a tad would be in millimeters. So we're going to shoot it, compare, contrast, give you guys a perspective, look at accuracy, do some shots on steel, and see how we do with that. If you like this video or any of the videos that we produce, I'd ask that you click the thumbs up icon in the bottom left of your screen. Send us your thoughts and your comments, because I certainly appreciate all of you subscribing and watching our videos. Let's get to shooting the Gen 4 Glock 17. So down there at 5 yards, we've got some targets. We're going to do our basic accuracy. I'm shooting some of my reloads, so if we get any malfunctions, blame the reloads, not the gun. I also have got some factory ammunition that we'll shoot later on in this segment, but this is some 124 grain reloads that I've done. Gotta love the Glocks, and you have to love the reset on the trigger. It's so easy, it's so audible and tactile that as you release the trigger out just a little bit, you feel that click, you can press your next shot. So I'm 5 yards away. I will zoom into this target out there, and I think you're gonna see, really good accuracy. And again, that doesn't surprise me at all. So there we go. We've got 10 shots in a nice tight little group there, probably about 1 inch or an inch and a half end to end. Slow fire, but you can see very accurate, very easy to get hits on target without much effort. Try our hand at a little steel. No problem. 7 yards away, hitting steel, ringing it. A lot of fun. Glock 17 rocks. When I do my part, you can see we get good hits. One of the things that I'm not crazy about, I hate the Glock plastic sights. Now Ron's done something I think is pretty smart here, which is he's taken a Sharpie and he's made this totally black, so we've got the white on the front. What I like to use is either Heine, a high-vis, anything different than the plastic sights. The plastic sights for me on the Glock I think are just placeholders. But even with these sights, which again I think are not so great, we're able to get pretty quick hits on target. We're going to shoot some more steel, and then we'll move to some more combat style shooting and see how that looks. Gotta love a Glock 17. So out there, 25 yards, we got our steel plate. No problem whatsoever. I mean, the gun is just feels great. I have to say, I like the feel of this Gen 4 version better than my Gen 3 version. The frame is just a little, it feels a little narrower, and that rough texture, that finish, the pebble-like finish on the gun really makes it easy to get a hold of, and then feels really secure in the hand. The other thing that I'll show you in just a minute is they've used a dual cam spring similar to what they used on, or started using years ago on the Glock 26 and Glock 27. They're now running that on the Gen 4, on the Gen 4s, all the Gen 4s. That really mitigates the recoil, that double spring there. So the Gen 4 spring has a sort of dual cam setup. The Gen 3 version is just a captured spring. This is a modification I've made where I'm using a steel recoil rod guide. I like that weight up front. But the fact that you've got these two springs do seem to do a great job mitigating the recoil between, and even though we're only shooting a 9, that setup there of the spring does, in my mind, seem to make a difference in terms of mitigating the recoil and really helping the gun, the front sight, stay down. So the next thing we're going to do is just some presentations from holster. We've got a piece of steel, chest-sized piece of steel out here, 8 yards away from where I'm standing. And we're just going to put the timer on, do some presentations, and just see how quickly I can pick up the front sight, deliver a couple of hits on target. First shot was 1.76. .44. 1.44. Second shot 1.78. So one thing about the Glocks that people who shoot Glocks know is you don't always get the mag to fall free. So it's a good practice to get in the habit of stripping the mag out as you go to do a reload. So you're in that slide lock, just come up with your left hand, strip it out, bring your other mag up and in. But from the standpoint, again, I've got multiple targets out here. I'm not having any problem whatsoever getting good combat effective hits quickly on target, which is a credit to the Glock 17. Good stuff. Well, folks, that wraps it up for our review of the Gen 4 Glock 17 9mm pistol. I really was impressed. I like the frame, I like the rough pebble finish that they have. The dual recoil spring, that dual cam, makes the big difference in felt recoil in terms of shooting the gun. Very easy to get hits on target quickly. I'm really thrilled. I've owned Glocks for years. I think the world of the products, they've proven themselves and certainly been incredibly durable for me. Again, the M&Ps feel a little bit better ergonomics in my hands, but I'll tell you, I really want to add a Gen 4 Glock 17 to my collection because it is a phenomenal handgun. We got great accuracy, we got quick hits, no problems whatsoever. Only modification, in my opinion, that one needs to do is to remove these cheap plastic sights and replace them with either tritium sights or the Heine sights. They're all different kinds of sights out there. They're certainly better than these plastic sights, which don't do credit to the gun. I really appreciate all of you watching, the subscriptions that we've had. We're now up over 4,000 subscribers. We have over 1 million views on the channel, and that's all because of you, and I want to thank you for that. Appreciate you watching this video. Big shout out to my friend Ron for lending me this brand new gun and letting me shoot it. And as always, stay safe.